What's going on, guys? I don't know about you guys. As a kid, I remember drinking a bottle of water and spitting it out like Triple H. That was one of my favorite entrance quirks. Or Kane, when he puts his arms down and you see a bunch of flames come out the corner of the turnbuckle. So this right here is the 10 iconic wrestling quirks, part 1. I can't wait to see what's on this list. Now, before we get started, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and the bell next to it. Let's get into this.
1, 2, is this on?
A wrestler's entrance is their chance to make a first impression. The best entrances are ones that fit the person's character,
that was me
while
as
at
a
the
kid.
same time being able to stand out and be different.
Mr.
Today, we're going to highlight specific things wrestlers did to make their entrance unique as we look at 10 iconic entrance quirks. Number 1, John Cena talking to the camera.
I'm still hot. Knock your shit
Yeah.
off.
A staple of Cena's entrance is his interaction with the camera.
It wouldn't be WrestleMania without Cena. Wouldn't be WrestleMania without you.
A wrestler talking directly into the camera is a trope that the WWE hasn't frequently used over the years, so Cena doing this made his entrance something different.
Let's go to work, Stu.
It also made fans listen in, intrigued to hear what John had to say, whether he was talking to the cameraman,
Been too long, Stu. I missed you, man.
acknowledging the crowd,
That's pretty cool.
Favorite son. They love me here, Stu. They love me.
or just getting himself hyped up for a match.
Yo, I'm excited. I can hit you right here.
Number 2, Dilo Brown's head shaking.
Dilo Brown.
Dilo had one of the most recognizable entrance taunts as he
How
strutted
did he
down the
not
ramp,
have a headache
shaking
every
his head
time?
back and forth.
Dilo Brown. You better recognize.
Dilo was inspired to do the head shake after watching Chris Tucker in the 1995 movie Friday.
Rocky
Yeah.
tosses Ken to the floor. Oh, I slide right up there. You got knocked the out. And
You got knocked the fuck out!
And Vince goes, Dilo, you know that thing you do with your head. Keep doing it.
Brown modeled his walk after NFL defensive end Merton Hanks' touchdown celebration.
Merton Hanks. He intercepted the ball and he was going for the touchdown. He would do a strut like this as he was going in the end zone.
Dilo then combined the head shake and the strut to give us one of wrestling's most iconic taunts.
I personally feel like Dilo Brown is underrated. Like, in my personal opinion, I'm not saying he's one of the greatest of all time, but I think he's like one of the underrated wrestlers, especially when it comes to having the Intercontinental Championship. That's just in my personal opinion. And the lowdown is one of my favorite moves. And I see some similarities between him and Dawkins a little bit. I mean, I wonder if they can do some, kind of callback in a way of doing that. I don't know. That's just me thinking right now. I didn't think it through thoroughly.
Number
What's the
3,
matter with Dilo's head?
Batista's machine gun pyro.
Yeah. Yeah, I used to love doing that.
The crowd was on their feet anytime Batista made his entrance in the Ruthless Aggression era.
Big Goldie, my favorite belt, man. I love that belt.
Big Dave always got a massive pop as his awesome music echoed throughout the arena. The fans would then join in as the animal did his machine guns taunt while the pyro went off behind him. The way the pyro synced up with his theme music made it extra special.
That's a fact.
Number 4, Jeff Hardy's dance. With the lights, music, pyro, and dancing,
I used to do that as a kid. I used to take a long sock, cut the holes into it. And wish I was a part of Team Extreme, man.
Jeff's entrance always captivated audiences. The dance evolved over time to the point where it's now become so iconic.
And he's high stepping. It's Jeff Hardy.
Jeff even had to stop and do the dance during his AEW debut before making the save for his brother Matt.
Boom.
The dance is easily imitated, but never duplicated.
Never duplicated.
Intercontinental Champion, Jeff Hardy!
Number 5, the Boogeyman smashes a clock.
Look at this guy.
The Boogeyman is one of the creepiest WWE
Yeah.
gimmicks we've ever seen.
His story
entrance
about
was
lying about his age is
particularly
funny.
creepy as he crawled through the red smoke, wearing a heart as a necklace and smashing a glass clock over his head.
I don't know if this is a fact, but I would like to know if Finn Balor got inspiration for his entrance from the Boogeyman. I can see the similarities there. If it is, I mean, you guys let me know. I don't really go into the history of why people do what they do, unless I see it in one of these type of videos.
It got even stranger once Boogeyman entered the ring, where he chowed down on live worms. This even creeped out the Big Red Machine, Kane.
Look at his face.
Boogeyman's entrance
That's so
certainly
nasty,
set the tone
man.
for what was to come, as he stared down the opponent with shards of broken glass piercing from his head. And whether you found it creepy or funny, it certainly made you take notice.
I'm the Boogeyman, and I'm coming to get you.
Number 6, Goldberg headbutts a door. The Boogeyman made sure to gimmick the glass he used, but the same couldn't be said for Goldberg when he legitimately injured his arm smashing open the window of a limo in WCW. In fact, Goldberg punished himself for real almost every time he made his entrance.
He headbutts a locker room backstage.
Goldberg.
I've been destroying steel doors for years.
Goldberg would headbutt a door as a pre-match ritual in order to get himself in the zone before going out in front of the fans.
I had already headbutted something. I got blood working. I've got to be that apex ass-kicking person.
He couldn't say Predator.
What did you see? That door?
This has busted him open numerous times
There's the red badge of honor right there.
and has led to him forgetting his lines during a promo.
To the WWE.
That man was leaking.
Oh, here we go. Let's go for the third time.
The ritual also played a part in Goldberg getting a concussion during his match with The Undertaker at Super Showdown 2019.
Here comes Goldberg. Oh, he posted. And the Undertaker.
That match was
Number 7,
so dangerous.
Sandman's Beer Bash. In a similar fashion to Goldberg, the Sandman would also bust himself open during his entrance.
Busting his own head open
Yeah.
before the matchup.
The 5-time ECW champion would smash a beer can off his head as the fans sang along to his theme music.
Look at Sandman. What a sick bastard.
As the Extreme Icon came through the crowd with a beer in one hand and a Singapore cane in the other, Sandman's entrance told you everything you needed to know about his character. Eventually, the bell did have to ring, but Sandman's entrance was so entertaining, the match was pretty much secondary.
They believe because he believes.
Number 8, Lepaka's steel chair dance.
Leparka.
Just like Sandman, Lepaka
I
came
used
to
to love
the ring
Leparka. The
wielding
little
a
Leparka
weapon.
dance. The knees.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
A steel chair was the object of choice for the chairman, who danced his way down the aisle using the chair as a guitar.
There it is, steel chair in tow.
The luchador would even sometimes stop for a picture when Sonny Ono was his manager.
I believe Leparka Jr. is wrestling wearing the same in-ring
Lepaka
attire.
was easily one of the WCW's most entertaining masked wrestlers, and this was in no small part down to his wacky entrance.
Leparka has arrived. The chairman of WCW.
Number 9, John Morrison's slow motion pose.
I've got this set up in my backyard now, King, on a patio. What's that? This entrance. Oh, really? Yeah.
Morrison is no stranger to making an impactful entrance.
So underrated, man.
The paparazzi would snap photos of him coming down the ramp when he was part of Eminem. Then once Morrison became a singles wrestler, he would add another twist to his entrance by posing in slow motion. This was very unique and fit Morrison's Shaman of Sexy character perfectly.
Joe, listen, how does he do that? Look at that. The hair flowing, the whole slow motion deal, dude.
Number 10, The Godfather forgets the hose. The Godfather epitomized
Oh, yeah, he
the
stops,
WWF
turns around.
Attitude Era.
Come on.
And as much as the fans loved him, the character was nothing without his hose. And even though his music would always get a big pop, when the Godfather made his entrance alone, it would generate boos from the audience, as it was clear
Hey, where they
something
at?
was missing.
Fans are booing if there are no hoes.
Hey, where the ladies? Where the girls?
The Godfather would quickly realize this. He'd then signal for the hose to arrive, and all would be right again.
Here we go. Oh, my hose are winning.
It is so crazy that we that we grew up with this.
Stay home, JR. Give us my hose. Yeah, there we go.
There you go, King.
Just getting booed. Why? Because here come the chairs. The ladies are in the house. I'm the Godfather and forgot the hose. No way.
And that brings us to the end of this video.
Oh, that's it?
As always, if you enjoyed the video,
Oh, this
be
list
sure
went
to
by
give it a
so
like
fast.
and subscribe to the channel. And if you enjoyed this one, be sure to check out our video.
I think this was cool, but I feel like it was missing some. So maybe it's in part 2 because it says part 1 right here. Because I'm thinking Triple H, Kane. They showed the Undertaker coming down on a motorcycle. X-Pac when he came out when he used to do with the special effects or whatever. HBK with his pose and the special effects or pyro. Edge, of course. China. I wonder if they're gonna put China on here when she shoots her cannon. I don't know. But anyways, we'll watch that next. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. If there is some things that were not on this list, maybe it'll be on the next list. But if not, let me know. All right. What was some of you guys' favorite? What did you do as a kid? Okay. Salute. Peace. Have a good day.